What's up, bro? So recently I've had a lot of complaints from my clients that online dating has been a complete waste of their time, right? They've been doing it for a couple of months and they haven't got the results that they wanted to. You know, you do all the swiping, and your finger's getting stronger, but your results are not going anywhere. So in this video, what I wanted to talk to you about was what is actually better, right? Online dating or cold approaching, right? What's the cons and the pros of each one? And we have a very special guest, Mr. Pablo from Paris, aka Paris. Pablo has been trying online dating and he's an old client of mine. So before the pandemic, we were doing a lot of training together, and then Pablo moved to Paris and now he's back. So we're going to discuss some of these difficult periods, you know, that Pablo went through in terms of finding new girls. All right, Pablo. So just for the guys watching, just explain like your background, you know, when you started cold approaching, you know, meeting people on the street, in the bars, and what you think the differences are between like online dating and meeting people in real life. And what do the girls prefer? Actually, that's a very important question. What do girls prefer? Do they prefer a guy that's hiding behind the screen, you know, or a guy that's got balls that can, you know, take the first move and say hello to her?
So I start to approach girls, and I tried after online dating to see the difference, and I prefer to approach girls in the street because
why do you prefer that?
Yeah, because you can see directly if the girl is interested, or you can make a connection or something like this.
And also you can see her in real life, how she looks, right? Because I've heard so many stories about online dating where you see the girl in a picture and you see her in real life and you're thinking, mate, what is going on here? You know, is this your sister or someone? Or, you know, is this your mom?
Yes, so you can find the woman of your life.
You can find the woman of your choice in online dating, but when you meet them in real life, you're thinking, oh my God, where is she? Where is she? You know, she's like, I'm here. You're like, where?
She's here.
Yeah. So you prefer approaching people in real life?
Yeah, I prefer to.
Yeah, and tell the guys what happened to you today. You know, your experience. It was your first day back in London, and you can.
Because I started when I was in London. After I moved in France, and I came back today in London. So I start again to approach in London, and it was okay. It was good. The first two girls I approached, they was receptive.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And what happened with the first two girls you approached?
So I just get the number. And I close, and after we'll see.
Yeah, and it was funny, wasn't it? Because my phone was in Apple, it was being repaired, so I had Pablo's phone on me, and then as he was closing, I wasn't actually expecting for you to close like the first ever approach you did back in London. And then I saw him looking for his phone, and I was like, oh shit, this is, you know, I gotta give him the phone. And then I went and I was like, oh, you know, my phone's been repaired in Apple, and I have his phone. And she's like, yeah, I understand. And it was so funny. Yeah, and the other thing I was gonna say is obviously when it comes to meeting people in real life, it's not just getting results with girls. Yeah. You know, I remember when we started our training back when it was more than maybe 2 years ago or something.
Yes.
And back then to what I see now, you're very different. You know, and for me, it was exactly the same. When I started, you know, my voice projection wasn't as good. I couldn't smile when I was talking to people. I was really in my head when I was talking to girls. You know, I just couldn't connect with people as well as I can now. And that's the result of approaching and meeting new people. You know, wherever it's women, wherever it's guys. And that's the point I was going to say, right? And I wanted you to share some of your kind of experiences that you had with this in terms of like, other than results with girls, what other things have you benefited from by approaching and meeting new people?
So in addition of just approach girls, I'm like more comfortable with people in general. For my job, or something like this, like just to be social.
Yeah, actually, that's a very good point. Because I remember when I had my interview, it was a very important interview for my job as a property developer. Good money. I didn't really know in terms of the technical aspect. And before I went to the interview, I went out and I just talked to so many people, you know, for about 2 weeks straight before the interview. I went out and talked to a lot of people. And then when I went to the interview, I remember I connected so well with the interviewee. You know, he asked me a technical question and I didn't really know that much into detail about the technical aspect, but I just connected so well and I got the job, right? I'm sure there was a guy that knew much more than what I did. He couldn't connect with that person, right? And when we look at our jobs, we want colleagues that we can enjoy working with, right? And that's what the interview is looking for, someone that they can enjoy working with. Obviously you have to have potential as well, you know, but it's very important. And you know, you said it was your job that you improved in.
Yeah.
And that's the same for a lot of my clients, you know. In meetings, for example, I remember back in the day when it was like a group meeting, I wasn't really well spoken. I was a bit shy to say what I was thinking, but that's not the case now. And I'm sure for you and for all, it's the same, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because what you're doing approaching strangers is much harder than just to say what you're thinking in a meeting. You know, that's much easier. Okay, so that's good stuff. Yeah, thank you for coming on the show. And yeah, do you have any other things you want to say to the guys? Anything other than, you know, the job and how you improve? Is there any other thing that you think will help the guys, encourage them to go out there and to meet new people?
Yeah, so just do approaches, and if you can't do it yourself, just find someone else to do it with someone
else to do it for you. Just find someone to do it for you, you know. You just stay at home and just chill, and life is good, you know. Just bang out some video games. Yeah, what did you mean to say? Like to find someone to help you?
Yeah, no, it's just if you can't do it yourself, just find someone else who do the same, and like this you can encourage.
Or like a wing?
Yeah, like a wing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, find a wing. It's much easier. Actually, I remember I was reading Arnold Schwarzenegger's book, and he said when it comes to gym, having what do you call a gym? A partner in the gym. Having a partner in the gym will get you 50% more results than when you go by yourself, right? Because he'll push you, you know, you have more motivation, right? And when it comes to meeting new people, it's exactly the same. You know, imagine yourself going to a bar. If you're going by yourself, right, are you able to approach more than if you're with a wing, having a laugh, you know, he's pushing you in there? Well, obviously it's going to be the latter, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So that's a really good point. All right, well, we'll leave it there. Good luck, guys, and now you know what's the best way to meet new people. Signing out, Leicester Square / King's Cross, Nav and Pablo.